The forest was serene, the wind carrying whispers of ancient wisdom. I walked towards the Bodhi tree with hesitation. The Buddha sat there, radiant with a calm that enveloped the space. His presence soothed even the most turbulent minds. I knelt before him, my heart heavy with the burdens of life. Work consumed my days, family my nights. Master, I began, my voice faltering with emotion. I struggled to find balance between my duties as parent and provider. The Buddha gazed at me, his eyes pools of infinite compassion. He nodded, urging me to speak further. My child cries for my attention, I continued. Yet my work demands my presence. I am torn and lost, the Buddha spoke, his voice resonating like a gentle river. The tree bears fruit, yet its roots must remain nourished. He paused, allowing his words to sink deep into my consciousness. His gaze, tender yet profound, met my eyes. Your child is the fruit, he said, his tone warm. Your work the roots. Both require your care and love. I listened intently, each word weaving a tapestry of clarity in my mind. But, Master, I asked, how do I divide my time? The Buddha smiled gently, his expression both encouraging and knowing. Time cannot be divided, he said. Only intention matters. He continued, when you are with your child, let your presence be pure. When at work, let your focus be true. I reflected on his wisdom, the simplicity of his words cutting through the complexities of my struggles. It seems impossible. It is only impossible if you resist the flow of life, he said. His gaze unwavering, balance is acceptance. The Buddha then shared a story, a tale of a farmer and his son. Their life was one of labor. The farmer loved his son deeply, he began. But his toil in the fields kept him away most days. One morning, the son brought a flower to his father, the Buddha recounted. A lotus, symbol of their bond. The farmer placed the flower on his plow, the Buddha said, and carried it with him. A reminder of love. His work became an offering, the Buddha explained. Each seed sown, a gesture of care for his child's future. The story resonated within me, its simplicity holding a profound truth. I felt a newfound clarity rise within my heart. But what of the guilt I carry, Master? I asked. The guilt of failing my child, of losing precious moments? The Buddha's gaze softened further, as if embracing my sorrow. Guilt arises from the illusion of control, he said gently. You cannot hold every moment in your hands, he continued. But you can infuse each moment with mindfulness. Presence, he emphasized, is the antidote to guilt. In presence, you honor your role as parent and provider alike. Tears welled in my eyes, the weight of my struggles beginning to lift. How do I cultivate presence? Master? Sit with your breath, he advised. Each breath, a bridge between your inner self and the world outside. When with your child, he added, look into their eyes, hear their laughter, be fully there, without distraction. And when at work, he said, remember that your efforts are threads weaving the fabric of your family's life. The Buddha's words filled the air like a gentle rain, nourishing the dry soil of my spirit. I felt renewed. Master, I said, my voice steadier now, your teachings are a beacon. I will strive to live with presence and love. The Buddha nodded, his silence filled with the depth of his understanding. He had planted a seed in my heart. As I rose, I felt lighter, as though the weight of my burdens had transformed into a purpose-filled commitment. The forest seemed more alive, the sunlight filtering through leaves in golden streams. I carried the Buddha's wisdom within. Each step towards my life felt grounded in a newfound balance, a harmony born from the teachings of the Enlightened One. Another day, another seeker approached the Buddha, their mind weighed down by the burdens of work and family life. The sun bathed the forest in golden light, casting shadows that danced around the feet of the Enlightened One. The seeker, a father, knelt before the Buddha, his heart heavy with longing and guilt for his absent moments. "Master," the father began, his voice trembling, "I strive to provide for my family, yet I feel distant from them." The Buddha's gaze softened, his presence calming the storm of emotions within the seeker. He listened, silent and compassionate. "I labor day and night," the father continued, "but my children grow like the river flows beyond my grasp." The Buddha spoke, his words flowing like a gentle stream. "The river nourishes the land, even as it moves away." The seeker's eyes filled with tears, his guilt evident in every word. "But I fear they feel my absence deeply." Absence, the Buddha said, does not define love. It is the intention and presence in moments that shape connection. He shared a tale of a merchant who traveled far, carrying a pebble from his homeland as a reminder. The pebble, the Buddha explained, symbolized the merchant's love for his family. It kept his spirit connected despite distance. The seeker listened intently, absorbing the wisdom. "But, Master, how do I show them my love when I am away?" The Buddha smiled gently, his voice steady. "Carry the essence of your family in your heart, like the merchant's pebble. When at work," the Buddha continued, "let your efforts be a reflection of your love for them, a sacred offering." Even in absence, the Buddha added, "Love can be expressed. Let your thoughts and actions honor the bond you share." The seeker nodded, his heart lighter but still troubled. "Master, I fear they will not understand my love this way." The Buddha's gaze met the seeker's, his eyes deep wells of compassion. "Fear arises from doubt, not the absence of love." He then recounted the tale of a bird that nested far from its mate, yet returned with food for its young. The bird's actions, the Buddha said, were guided by love and responsibility. The young knew this without words. Through trust, the seeker reflected on this, the story planting seeds of hope within him. "Trust," he murmured, "is born of consistency." "Indeed," the Buddha replied, "let your actions be steady, your presence mindful, and your intentions pure. Trust will blossom." The father's face softened, his burden lifted slightly. "Master, your wisdom brings clarity, but how do I nourish this connection daily?" "Be present in your moments with them," the Buddha advised. "Listen to their laughter, feel their joy, and truly see them." "And when away," he continued, "remember their essence, their spirit. Let it guide your work and deepen your resolve." The seeker thanked the Buddha, his heart filled with gratitude. He felt a newfound purpose, a way to bridge the gap. The forest hummed with life, the sunlight filtering through the leaves, carrying the Buddha's words into the depths of his soul. The seeker left, determined to embody the wisdom he had received, to nurture his family through presence and mindful intention. Another day, another seeker approached the Buddha, their hearts burdened by the weight of years spent parenting and laboring in fields. The couple knelt before the Buddha, their hands intertwined as if seeking strength from each other amidst their questions about life's meaning. "Master," the husband began, his voice trembling with emotion, "we have spent our lives raising children and toiling, but we feel lost." The Buddha looked upon them with infinite compassion, his presence radiating calm. He listened, allowing their words to fill the space. "We wonder," the wife added, her voice gentle yet laced with sorrow, "if we lived rightly, if our struggles hold value." The Buddha spoke, his voice steady and warm. "The lotus blooms in mud, yet its beauty remains untainted by hardships." His gaze met theirs, tender yet profound, as if he could see into the depths of their shared journey. "Your lives," the Buddha continued, "are the mud from which the lotus of your family has risen. Cherish this impermanence." The couple exchanged glances, their expressions softening as the Buddha's words began to unravel the knots within their hearts. "But, Master," the husband said, "our years of toil have aged us. We fear that we have not left a legacy." The Buddha's eyes held the wisdom of countless lifetimes. Legacy, he said, is not measured by monuments but by the seeds we sow. He shared the parable of a farmer who lost his crops to a storm yet found a hidden spring amidst the ruins. The spring, the Buddha explained, nourished the land anew, revealing the power of renewal and resilience born from life's challenges. Your struggles, he continued, have nurtured your children and strengthened the bonds of love that define your family's essence. The wife listened intently, her heart resonating with the wisdom of renewal and the beauty of impermanence revealed by the story. Master, she asked, how do we find meaning in the fleeting nature of life? In moments lost to time? Impermanence, the Buddha said, his voice like a flowing river, is life's gift. It urges us to cherish each precious moment. He then recounted a tale of a monk who meditated upon a dew-covered lotus, finding beauty in its short-lived existence. The monk, he said, learned to see the eternal within the transient, embracing the dance of creation and dissolution. The husband nodded, his sorrow beginning to fade, replaced by a quiet understanding of the teachings. But how? Master, he asked, how do we let go of our regrets and fears? The wife added, her eyes searching the Buddha's face for answers. The Buddha's gaze softened further, his silence speaking volumes before he responded. Regret and fear, he said, are shadows of attachment. Let go, he urged, of the belief that you must control life's flow. Surrender to impermanence with gratitude and mindfulness. Each moment lived, he added, is a pearl in the necklace of life. Appreciate its beauty without clinging to its permanence. The couple felt the weight in their hearts lift, their shared understanding deepening. They looked at each other with renewed clarity. Master, the wife said, her voice steadier now, we see the truth of your words. How can we nourish our spirit further? Find joy in simplicity, the Buddha advised, in nature's rhythm, in the laughter of your children, and the kindness you share. He continued, meditate upon life's impermanence. Let it guide your actions, reminding you of the preciousness of each fleeting breath. The couple thanked the Buddha, their gratitude profound. They felt a deeper purpose, a way to embrace their journey's impermanent beauty. The forest seemed more alive, the sunlight illuminating the wisdom they carried back with them, seeds planted deeply within their souls. As they rose, their hands still entwined, they felt the dance of impermanence, a harmony born from the teachings of the Enlightened One. I pondered his teachings, allowing them to settle within my heart. How does one embrace change? I asked, seeking further guidance. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.